Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1992, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. In the United States, which month is Arbor Day, the holiday dedicated to planting and caring for trees? April. Which prominent religious leader was targeted in a 1981 assassination attempt by Mehmet Ali Agca? Pope John Paul II. Which animals does lutrophobia refer to the fear of? Otters. In the musical The King and I, the king rules which country? Siam. Which player won the PFA Players Player of the Year award in 2001 to 2002 after his first Premier League season? Ruud van Nistelrooy. Which 1990 film features a man who, after being murdered, communicates through a medium, blending romance and the supernatural? Ghost. Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Peach State? Georgia. Which hill lies to the northwest of the Acropolis in Athens? Areopagus, the hill of Ares. What is the title of Nathaniel Hawthorne's novel that revolves around the cursed Pyncheon family and their ancestral home? The House of the Seven Gables. What is the final event in an Olympic decathlon? 1,500 meters. Which awards are the television equivalent of the Oscars? The Emmy Awards, Emmys. What modern instrument was historically called the sackbut? Trombone. Which post-impressionist artist painted The Starry Night in 1889? Vincent van Gogh. In what year was the Golden Gate Bridge officially opened to the public? 1937. Which composer is known for his controversial opera, Salome, which premiered in 1905? Richard Strauss. Which British actor, celebrated for his Shakespearean performances, was made a life peer with the title Baron Olivier in 1970? Laurence Olivier. Which musical, with book and lyrics by James Rado and Jerome Ragney and music by Galt MacDermot, opened in October 1967 at Joseph Papp's Public Theater? Hair. Las Ramblas is a famous pedestrian boulevard in which European city? Barcelona. Which renowned English author wrote the 1845 novella The Cricket on the Hearth, which explores themes of family and domestic life? Charles Dickens. Manhattan is bordered by three rivers: the East River, the Harlem River, and which other river? Hudson River. In the U.S. comic strip Dennis the Menace, what is Dennis's last name? Mitchell. Who served as U.S. Army Chief of Staff during World War II and was known for planning and directing major Allied military strategies? George C. Marshall. Which U.S. president served the shortest term, just 31 days, dying in office in 1841. William Henry Harrison. In the UK, the egger, the cinnabar, and the herald are all what type of creature? Moths. Which puppeteer and filmmaker is best known for creating the Muppets? Jim Henson. Which prolific British author, who created the detective Hercule Poirot, wrote the novel Murder at the Vicarage? Agatha Christie. Which Shakespeare play is set during the Siege of Troy? Troilus and Cressida. Which notorious Chicago mobster was famously imprisoned on Alcatraz Island during the 1930s? Al Capone. Which city, known for its historic Casbah, is the capital of Algeria? Algiers. What is the title of Moss Hart's autobiography about his rise from humble beginnings to becoming a successful playwright? Act 1. What date is commonly celebrated as the start of a new year in many cultures around the world? January 1st. In 1998, Nelson Mandela married the widow of which late Mozambican president as his third wife? Samora Machel. Which French educator developed a tactile writing system using raised dots to aid individuals with visual impairments? Louis Braille. In which city is the mathematical bridge at Queen's College, credited to William Etheridge, located? Answer: Cambridge. Which cartoon featured characters who expressed their feelings by wearing shirts with written messages? The Shirt Tales. What astronomical event occurs when the moon passes through Earth's shadow? Lunar eclipse. Which play, first performed in 1933 and whose playwright was killed in 1936, continues to inspire powerful international interpretations in film, television, and dance? Answer: Bloodwedding Bodas de Sangre by Federico Garcia Lorca. Why was Linford Christie disqualified from the 100m at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics? Two false starts. Which popular cloud storage service, founded in 2007, lets users store and share files and provides collaboration tools for teams? Dropbox. Which city, often called the Little Apple, is home to Kansas State University, known for its strong engineering and business programs? Manhattan, Kansas. What is the term for a decorative pie top made from overlapping strips of pastry woven into a geometric pattern? Lattice crust. In which book does a girl follow a white rabbit down a rabbit hole and embark on a surreal journey, meeting many strange characters? Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Which George Bernard Shaw play features Captain Shotover and explores social change and the futility of war? Heartbreak House. The Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, explored in the award-winning 1966 novel Babel, 17, proposes that human thought is strongly influenced by what? Language. What is the common name of the flowering shrub in the genus Syringa? Lilac. Which Major League Baseball team plays its home games at Fenway Park? Boston Red Sox. What are Titan and Ganymede in our solar system? Moons. Which sense detects airborne chemicals and often evokes strong emotional memories? Smell. Who lived under the name Private Thomas Shaw at Clouds Hill in Dorset and died there after a motorcycle accident in 1935? T.E. Lawrence. What is the name of the highest caste in traditional Hindu society, often associated with priests and scholars? Brahmin. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.